Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. There is a lot happening within the realm of Ben 10. If you haven't seen my new video about a week ago covering the new merchandise that is coming this fall, I'll leave a card up above to it because it's going to tie into what we're going to talk about today. But if you haven't seen that video, just know that there is a lot of new merchandise coming for Ben 10, and it's really been happening all throughout the year, whether it be the leather jacket that we got from Alien Force and Ultimate Alien from Daylight Curfew, the t-shirt from the original series that Daylight Curfew gave us as well, or even the Omniverse hoodie or the other plethora of products we've gotten, to the Funko Pops that are coming for Ben 10, to the YouTube's products that we've gotten. There's been a lot happening within the realm of Ben 10 this year, and it is continuing even further because there's even more products that are coming that have been announced since that video came out a week ago. So it's absolutely insane. But what I wanted to talk about today is, why is this merchandise push happening, and is it pointing to something bigger going on behind the scenes with Ben 10 right now? So as I said earlier in this video, there's been a lot of merchandise coming this year for Ben 10. Initially, when looking at this, I've said in other videos before that they're probably doing this to ramp up for the 20-year anniversary of Ben 10. In December of this year, Ben 10 will officially turn 20 years old, and next year from December to December, December 25 to December 26, so pretty much the entirety of 2026 is going to be our 20-year anniversary for Ben 10. Initially, I thought, okay, Cartoon Network is making all of this merchandise in an effort to celebrate the franchise because it's about to be 20 years old. They haven't really said anything about the 20-year anniversary, but this is something that I initially thought. But looking at it deeper, another thing that I've said before in other videos is, what if this is all trying to get Ben 10 back into the spotlight again to build up to the announcement of this 6th series? We got obviously all the merch that I mentioned before, but we even got that complete collection DVD box set earlier this year. Obviously that was a mess of a situation, but they have since fixed it. What if all of this is building up to the 6th series of Ben 10 getting announced? And I actually think that this could be happening relatively soon, like within the next week, and hear me out on this as to why I think that. So if we go back to what I said before, there's been a lot of new merchandise announced even since I made that video a week ago. Just a real quick rundown on what's coming, and really pay attention to the dates here because that's where this is going to get important. From Daylight Curfew, they announced that they are releasing a Ben 10 Omniverse t-shirt for $40, and again, pay attention to the date, on October 10th. I'm really looking forward to this one, as the Ben 10 original series t-shirt is of a really high quality, and as I said before, we have the Alien Force and Ultimate Alien leather jacket already, we have the original series t-shirt, we have the Omniverse hoodie. The only piece of memorabilia from Classic Ben from a clothing perspective that we don't have yet is this Omniverse t-shirt, so we're going to be complete in that regard. I am curious, quick side note, if they end up doing a reboot t-shirt later on. I don't know if they will, because, you know, the reboot didn't do all that great, and obviously these products are being marketed and made towards a much older audience, but we have that coming October 10th. Again, looks great. I will be picking one of these up. Then on October 9th, Funko, and we talked about this in my last video, so again, if you haven't seen that, check out that card above. They're releasing a New York City Comic Con exclusive Ghost Freak Funko Pop that can also be purchased on Funko.com. Again, it is launching October 9th. Pay attention to that date. Then if we go back to U2's, again, in that last video, I mentioned that U2's is working on some plushies that are coming for Ben 10, and they teased an Omnitrix that's coming for Ben 10. We actually got the official reveal of that Omnitrix. You can see it on screen now alongside a Heat Blast U2's figure. I'm not a huge fan of the Heat Blast U2's figure. I'm not going to be picking it up. Just get that one out of the way real quick. But the Omnitrix looks really cool. I am going to be picking this one up. As you guys know, in other videos, I've said that I really want us to get replica Omnitrixes, and this is the closest thing we're getting to that right now. The one thing, though, that's a bit unfortunate is the dial on it. The little round circle around the Omnitrix symbol should be dark gray. I don't know why it's green here. U2 said they were going to fix that, but they clearly didn't. They fixed the extra little button on it, but they didn't fix the coloring of the dial. Really cool. Going to be picking it up. And again, pay attention to the date. It is coming on October 7th. All of a sudden, we get a bunch of product reveals for October 7th, October 9th, and October 10th. Why is it that we're getting all these different brands collaborating on Ben 10 product releases for next week? Well, apparently, unbeknownst to me, I didn't know this, but apparently October 10th is considered to be Ben 10 Day. I saw Ben 10 News on Twitter talking about this. I have never heard of this before. I never knew that October 10th was Ben 10 Day. I've never seen Cartoon Network even mention it. I've seen other people online talking about, apparently this dates all the way back to the Ultimate Alien premiere on October 10th of the year 2010. It's considered to be Ben 10 Day, which Cartoon Network's done a really great job amplifying and celebrating that, because I've never heard of it. Obviously, you know, other companies do stuff like this. There's Pokemon Day on February 27th. The Pokemon Company makes it very known that Pokemon Day is a thing. There's obviously Mario Day on March 10th. Nintendo makes it very known that Mario Day is a thing. Ben 10 Day, again, this is news to me. date, but apparently next week is Ben 10 Day. So clearly they are doing this collaboration with Daylight Curfew, collaboration with Funko, collaboration with U2s, all in line for Ben 10 Day. Given that they're doing this all for Ben 10 Day, given that there even is a Ben 10 Day to begin with, I started to think, is it possible that Cartoon Network is preparing an announcement for the 6th series of Ben 10 next Friday on Ben 10 Day? The more I think about this, the more likely this might actually happen. Again, take this all with a grain of salt because this is pure speculation on my part here. There's nothing concrete that's pointing to this, but the stars are kind of aligning for next weekend if you think about it. We have all these products coming together that are launching towards the end of next week. We have Ben 10 Day on Friday, October 10th. Then on top of which, next weekend is New York City Comic Con from October 9th to October 12th. It is New York City Comic Con, this yearly convention in New York City. All of this seems to be pointed to me, there might actually be an announcement on October 10th regarding Ben 10. Again, there's nothing concrete pointed to this here, but there's too much happening next week for Ben 10, plus the fact that it's apparently Ben 10 Day, plus New York City Comic Con happening, that we might actually be building up to an announcement. Cartoon Network has been highlighting Ben 10 this year for a reason. Yes, it's the 20-year anniversary. Yes, they want to celebrate that, but it's kind of weird when you think about it that for the past 4 years, Cartoon Network, since the Ben 10 reboot ended, has really never mentioned Ben 10. It's been really hiding in the shadows, and then all of a sudden this year comes around, we start getting all this merchandise surrounding the original classic continuity, we get this complete series box set for the original classic continuity. It's been continuing throughout the year, and I feel like the more months that have passed, the more and more companies that are making products and getting involved in this just merchandise push for Ben 10, this feels like more than just a 20-year anniversary celebration. This feels like we're building up to something. The reason I say that as well is because we know behind the scenes that Cartoon Network has been trying to come up with the next idea for Ben 10, the next iteration for the past 4 years. Initially, Duncan Rolu said in December of 2021 we were going to get the announcement by the end of that year. That didn't happen. Then in 2022 he said he had misspoken. Then all of a sudden in 2023 we have Jason DeMarco coming out, the Senior Vice President of Action and Anime at Warner Bros. Discovery. He comes out and says, hey, I'm working on some ideas for Ben 10, and since then we have heard absolutely nothing regarding Ben 10, but we know for a fact that they're working on something behind the scenes. We just haven't gotten that official announcement yet. Now all of a sudden we're getting all these products surrounding Ben 10. There's a lot of talk about Ben 10 again because of this merchandise. A lot of people are excited over the clothing line from Daylight Curfew because you can own part of Ben's wardrobe pretty much from the classic continuity. People are excited about this complete series box set. People are excited about these U2's figures. People are excited about the Funko Pops. It feels like we're building to something here. And this isn't the first time I've said this, but the fact of the matter is, we're getting 3 product launches all within a span of 3 days next week. Friday is apparently Ben 10 Day, and New York City Comic Con is happening next weekend as well. It feels like this might be the best opportunity we've had for the 6th iteration to be announced in a long time. This feels like something might happen here. And again, I could be completely wrong. Nothing could happen. I could be sitting here on Monday the 13th saying, dang, that sucks. We didn't get an announcement for the 6 years of Ben 10, but it feels like something is going to happen next weekend at Comic Con. It very well could be that we're going to hear about that new comic book series that's supposed to be coming. It was initially slated for this year. Apparently it's been pushed back to 2026. That might be the announcement we get next weekend for Ben 10 Day and at Comic Con. Who knows? But obviously the elephant in the room here that everyone's been waiting for is the 6th series of Ben 10. And it feels like to me, the announcement for it might actually be imminent. We might actually be getting it relatively soon. And even if it doesn't happen this weekend, I do feel like next year has to be the year. By the end of 2026, I feel like we have to know what's happening next for Ben 10 because this is not a franchise that's going to sit on the shelf to rot away. This is a franchise that Cartoon Network is actively pushing right now when it comes to merchandise. And I feel like if they're actively pushing it this hard on the merch front, they have to be doing something behind the scenes with the 6th series. They're not still twiddling their thumbs trying to figure out what to do. There has to be something that is in active development, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's see if we get an announcement next weekend at New York City Comic Con. If we do, you surely will be hearing from me about that. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about all the new product launches we've been getting for Ben 10? Are you excited for the Omniverse t-shirt, the Omnitrix, and the Heat Blast figure from U2's? Do you agree with me that the fact we're getting 3 different companies collaborating for 4 product launches all within a span of 3 days, plus Ben 10 Day happening, plus New York City Comic Con, that the stars are aligning for some sort of announcement to happen at the end of next week? Or do you disagree with me and think that I'm grasping at straws here and nothing is going to come of this? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.